watching Wyln TV. We're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. A vintage B-17 bomber that flew in Hazleton as part of the Wings over Hazleton and associated with the Collings Foundation experienced trouble after takeoff. Officials say it crashed into a maintenance shed as it circled back for a landing Wednesday at a busy airport in Connecticut, bursting into flames and killing an unknown number of people. This is video of when the World War II era planes were in Hazleton. According to reports, 10 passengers and 3 crew members were on the plane as it crashed at Bradley International Airport, north of Hartford. The plane was 5 minutes into the flight when pilots reported a problem and said it was not gaining altitude. It was trying to land when it struck the shed. The Collings Foundation said the same plane crashed in August of 1987 at an air show near Pittsburgh, injuring several people. According to the foundation, the B-17 was built in 1945, which was just too late for combat in World War II. The woman that once ran the Tamaqua Salvation Army was back in a judge's office yesterday. 53-year-old Sharon Wisbow, who now lives in Georgia, was back in Tamaqua for a hearing on arson and other related charges. Wisbow is accused of setting a fire in the Salvation Army building earlier this year. She is facing charges of 1 felony count each of aggravated arson and risking a catastrophe, 2 felony counts of arson, and 4 misdemeanor counts of recklessly endangering another person. All of the charges have been held over Tuesday for county court. Along with the arson, Wisbow is charged with stealing over $80,000 from the Tamaqua Salvation Army. She will now have to appear in Schuylkill County Court. A Wilkes-Barre man has been charged with threatening to blow up the Luzerne County Children and Youth Services building. 27-year-old Anthony Cohen is accused of making the threat while in a video at an audio-monitored visitation room at the facility on North Pennsylvania Boulevard. Police charged Cohen with making terroristic threats. He's been released on $5,000 bail with a hearing set for next week. Now over to Hazleton, where a city man is accused of pointing a gun at his neighbors who were attempting to park a car on September 26th. Police say 21-year-old Franklin Hernandez Lenar of Peace Street faces 3 counts each of terroristic threats and reckless endangerment. Police say they were called to the 500 block of Peace Street just before 5:30 that night and spoke to a woman who reported that Hernandez Lenar began arguing with her family for unknown reasons as they parked a vehicle in front of their home. As the woman and her family tried to leave the area, court papers say Hernandez Lenar grabbed a gun and pointed it at them, causing her son to cry and scream. He was taken to jail after failing to post $50,000 bail. 3 men from Florida involved in a pursuit that started in Beaver Meadows and ended in Franklin Township last year were in a Carbon County courtroom to enter guilty pleas. 40-year-old Cedric Casson, 20-year-old Tyrone Parker Jr., and 23-year-old Krishawn Caldwell have all agreed to plead to a number of charges from the chase back on December 18th. Now, 28-year-old Mitchell Knight is scheduled for a December pretrial conference and motion to suppress. He faces the most charges, 28 to be exact, that include fleeing police, possession of a small amount of marijuana, reckless endangerment, resisting arrest, traffic violations, and 15 counts of receiving stolen property. The 17-mile high-speed pursuit began following a traffic stop in Beaver Meadows and ended in Franklin Township, where a municipal police officer was involved in a shooting that claimed 1 passenger's life, the death of Danny Washington. A man from Tamaqua has been charged with threatening to kill a Coaldale police officer and his family. 49-year-old David Brody was charged with 2 counts of terroristic threats and 1 count of simple assault. Officer James Bonner charged Brody after the incident on 1st Street. Bonner said he was called to the address for a report of a domestic incident in progress and spoke to a woman who said her boyfriend, Brody, was telling her he wanted to kill someone. While the officer was interviewing the woman, Brody threw a soup can, hitting the woman in the head and shoulder, and then became loud and argumentative. Bonner said he took Brody into custody. That's when he told him he was going to find his family and kill both him and them. Brody was arraigned and committed to Schuylkill County Prison unable to post $25,000 straight cash bail. Former Luzerne County Judge Mark Ciavarella has been disbarred, meaning he won't be able to practice law in the state. The formal disbarment will be in effect as of October 31st. 69-year-old Ciavarella is serving a 28-year prison sentence in the public corruption case, which became known as Kids for Cash. Coming up on WYLN News, the Speaker of the House was in Sugarloaf this afternoon to talk Energize PA. Plus, some changes are coming to the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Well, tomorrow, hopefully it doesn't sound as windy as it does right now outside the studio. Showers, high of 53 and a low of 51, but Friday and Saturday sure look good. Friday, partly sunny, high of 54, and 55 on Saturday, mostly sunny. We'll be right back.
Chris and Ashley are working on a new Pocono Mountains magazine.
I hear they have a lot of stuff to pull together.
You know, we need a magazine.
Like a map?
Exactly.
Somewhere that shows all the great restaurants, date nights, girls' weekends, skiing, water parks, and maybe spas?
Exactly.
I have no idea where that could be.
Why not get your own copy of Pocono Mountains magazine at PoconoMountains.com.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-through lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown Hometown Village Square.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Since 2016, the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce hosted a Think About Energy briefing in Sugarloaf Township this afternoon. The Think About Energy briefing program also included remarks from Representatives Tara Toohill and Aaron Coffer, as well as Cabot Oil and Gas Corporation and Topline Analytics representatives. They, alongside Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Mike Turzai, focused their remarks on how natural gas is fueling power demands, manufacturing, local business, transportation, the economy, and more. Experts discussed the state's latest natural gas trends, from growing production to downstream manufacturing opportunities in Northeast PA, as well as energy policy and national and international implications of the Commonwealth and country's natural gas revolution.
Hazleton is poised, really poised, for growth in family-sustaining jobs, particularly in manufacturing. And the way to do that is to take the natural gas that's in and around the community, right? And to be able to take that and turn it into products that you can actually make here in the Hazleton area.
On two fronts, Turzai said Hazleton can use natural gas to fuel the facility, which is typically 25% of the cost, due to natural gas costs going down significantly. Natural gas can also be used like a feedstock to make the product, like petrochemical or even agricultural chemical products, which are far less expensive to make here than other parts of the world.
So you can bring back a manufacturing resurgence, and these are great family-sustaining jobs. When you have these facilities, the skilled trades build them, the skilled trades maintain them, you would have skilled trades operate them, and those are great jobs with great benefits, both in terms of retirement packages and in terms of health care benefits, and great salaries.
Bills were introduced that provide a tax incentive to billion-dollar investments only, which already passed through the House, and if 1,000 jobs are created. Turzai also credits the area's convenient transportation network of Interstates 80 and 81, saying the opportunity to use existing brownfield sites or existing industrial parks should be used to our advantage.
My bill is environmentally friendly, and it takes brownfields or areas that have been toxic or contaminated or abandoned manufacturing plants where we've lost jobs. It takes all of those sites and ensures that they go on a statewide registry. So we're going to take those sites and try to get them cleaned up. We're going to try to get investors to come in and bring jobs to Pennsylvania, which will put people to work. And we want them to be family-sustaining jobs, and that's going to help grow our community and make our community a better place to live and be in.
Two Hills excited her bill's already in Senate and is hoping they'll give it a push. She said it's important we market ourselves to other countries and let them know they can invest here, that we have the land available, and workers that want to be put to work. A church that wanted to build a new facility in East Union Township was denied by the Board of Supervisors. Supervisors denied River Mountain Chapel a conditional use for a proposed church off Chapel Road in Oneida. The church wanted to build a 4,800 square foot church near the intersection of Route 924, but supervisors denied the use due to concerns about traffic and the environmental habitat of the Indiana bat. That's according to a written decision adopted last month. The 60 to 70 strong non-denominational congregation has been meeting at Faith Assembly of God Church. The chapel has been in existence for more than 10 years and operated in Shepton for 5 of those years. The church bought 3.6 acres convenient to Eagle Rock, Shepton, and Oneida to build its chapel, which would also have Sunday school rooms, offices, and parking for 25 vehicles. The church has appealed the supervisor's decision to Schuylkill County Court. A new branch of Mid-Penn Bank will be coming to Hazel Township. The bank, which already has a location in Cunningham, got approved by the Pennsylvania Department of Banking and Securities and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation to open a new branch in Hazel Township. It will be at 1215 North Church Street, where the old branch of Community Bank used to be located until it closed back in August. Mid-Penn Bank has 38 retail banking locations throughout the state. The new branch is scheduled to be open by December. A tax on beer sold at Pennsylvania breweries and brew pubs is in effect, and some are passing along the higher cost to customers. The used tax of about 1.5% that began Tuesday is technically a tax on the brewer for using its own products at its business. 5 Luzerne County Assistant District Attorneys have been promoted to new supervisory positions as part of an office reorganization. District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis eliminated 6 union assistant district attorney positions, 5 full-time and 1 part-time, in exchange for 5 new non-union division chief positions overseeing DUIs, special victims, narcotics, juveniles, and major crimes. Division chief salaries totaled $288,700 or $8,500 less than the compensation for the 6 assistant district attorneys, saving the county money. No assistant district attorneys were furloughed. Salavantis said the chiefs will continue prosecuting cases while supervising attorneys in their division. Division chiefs will now report to the district attorney. Architectural remnants from stained glass from closed Diocese of Allentown churches and convents will be available for sale Saturday from 9 to 11 at St. Elizabeth of Hungary Church in Whitehall. The diocese is sponsoring the sale through Buyer Studio Philadelphia. Proceeds from the sale will be returned to the parishes into which the closed parishes were consolidated or merged. Prices on the over 200 pieces available will range from $25 to $750. The stained glass pieces that will be sold were created from stained glass windows that were part of local churches closed by the diocese. On your screen right now are a list of where those glasses came from. Coming up on Tank's News Choice, we talk mammograms on this Wellness Wednesday in Community and You, plus a heavy police presence in Sugarloaf Township today, but it's not what you may think. Stay with us.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm going to tell you what you can do with the Penn State degree. You can help anyone, go anywhere, create. And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup or have an active family lifestyle or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in for Ram Power Days.
Welcome to Wellness Wednesday here on WYLN, everyone. I'm Gary Perna. Today we're on location at the Health and Wellness Center, thanks to our friends at Lehigh Valley Health Network. And every year we come to the mammography department and we talk about making sure you get scanned each and every year. It is so important because we're seeing numbers of people now surviving breast cancer, and getting that early detection so much of a big key, and we want to make sure that's always at the forefront here when we're talking about this. As we head into October, of course it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we want to make sure you have all the information you need about all the great technology here at the Health and Wellness Center. With that being said, I'm here with my new friend Mary, and we're going to talk about this big machine behind me that's actually between both of us, a little bit of a newer machine. So first of all, I'm going to step back a moment. I'm a brand new patient. I'm walking in here for my first scan. So take me through the steps and really what can patients expect coming into the Health and Wellness Center here?
Okay, well, the patient is registered at the front desk and they are presented to me. I bring them back to a private changing area. They are asked to undress for the mammogram. I bring them to this quiet private room. And I tell them, first off, forget what everyone's told you, because it's not as bad as everyone has said to you that it is. We have a hologic 3D tomosynthesis machine here now. The paddle is smaller than what used to be used before for more comfort. A lot of the ladies say, oh yeah, it's not as bad as everyone had told me.
And these machines have come a very long way from the beginning. They move, they adjust. It can be whatever you need it to be, it will do. So seeing some of the changes with these machines, has it become a lot easier for patients?
It's become easier, and also for the technologist and also for the radiologist who can now see through the breast tissue more clearly. The upper part of the machine moves, so it takes slices through the breast, and then doctor can scroll through that picture and see through the breast tissue more clearly to pick up a lot more changes.
So Mary, we're getting down to scan here. What are some of the biggest questions you get maybe all the time from when we just get done the scan, and what are some of the things that they want to know right away?
How it came out and if we need anything additional, which the radiologist does review them that day or the next day. If we need anything at all, we would call you. You would come back for more pictures in the mammography machine here if we need, and also possibly an ultrasound. So we work hand in hand, mammography, ultrasound together.
So this is, again, for some women, this is a very scary day, especially if it's like their first one, or maybe that they have a family history. So the biggest thing for you guys is just keeping them calm and just reminding them that, you know, this is a process, and we do everything as fast and as easy as we can.
That's correct. We don't know what you look like until you come, so we can't see through you. It would be too easy.
So one of the biggest things is just to make sure you keep getting your scans done. They're very important. Don't put it off. We've talked a lot about this over the last few years here on Wellness Wednesday about making sure that you come in, you get your scans, you get your tests. Mary, if everything is done here, we're done, we're wrapping up, we're on our way out to maybe go back to work or go home. Anything else that you want people to know about their experience when they're coming here to the Health and Wellness Center?
Just to come back next year. It's important. Breast changes a lot from year to year. It's the ones that wait that sometimes we find things that could be bad or.
So again, you guys send out the nice little reminder. So don't file the card somewhere. Make sure you call right away.
That's correct.
And they have such a great staff here. Mary's just one of many of the great people who work here who do this every day. They're very professional and very ready to help you make this an easy test, easy day, so you can get back to doing whatever you need to do throughout the day. Thanks for joining us here on Wellness Wednesday, everyone. We'll catch you next time here on WYLN.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizza, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in, delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Talk to State Farm agent Pete Kazalika today.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
There was a heavy police presence in Sugarloaf Township today, but not for what you may think. State troopers were on hand participating in National Coffee with a Cop Day. Our Julie Stefanovic has more.
Underneath the golden arches today were state police troopers and customers of the McDonald's on Route 93. There were no accidents or incidents, just a chance for the men and women in uniform to have a casual cup of joe with the public during National Coffee with a Cop Day.
It's a nationwide program that bridges the gap between the community and law enforcement. And basically, we have coffee, we have conversation, we can talk about current issues going on or issues that are going on within people's neighborhoods, things like that. It gives us a way to talk to the people that we serve every single day.
The idea started in 2011 with the Hawthorne Police Department in California. It continues every year on the first Wednesday in October when law enforcement get the chance to talk to the public about issues concerning them and their neighborhoods.
People are always concerned about individuals speeding throughout their neighborhoods, throughout areas of schools where there's school bus stops. So, this gives them a place to talk about it with us. We want to be available to the public. A lot of times people don't get to talk with us about issues going on in their community. They see us on the side of the road. They see us during investigations where it's not the proper time to talk about that. This event allows us to have that conversation.
The troopers partnered with the McDonald's on 93 to offer up the free coffee and conversation that lasted throughout the morning in Sugarloaf Township. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovic.
Thanks, Julie. The management company of Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre Township has merged with another firm. SMG, which operates the arena, merged with Anschutz Entertainment Group. The two formed ASM Global that operates venues in other parts of the world. According to Will Beekman, general manager of Mohegan Sun Arena, the merger will not affect the employees' day-to-day responsibilities. The merger could also bring big acts to the arena with no impact on ticket pricing, as well as no impact on the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, who recently signed a new lease agreement with the arena. ASM Global employs over 60,000 people worldwide and has more than 300 venues in 14 countries. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
Have an electrical problem? Call the Wire Guys. Need lights installed? Call the Wire Guys. Anything and everything electrical.